All right, everybody. What's up, YouTube? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. It's a Sunday night. If you're in the city of Toronto, it's one of those nights, Game 7 against Florida is big time. So I don't want to hold y'all too much tonight. I got a great half an hour, you know what I'm saying, of a discussion ahead of us. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all had a good weekend. You know what I'm saying? We got to get back to the hustle and bustle tomorrow. You know what I mean? But let me just make sure everything is good. I'm all set up. I'm all good. I'm all set up. Make sure I'm all good. All right. All right. But I think I'm good. I look like I'm good right now. Okay. Now, we got a couple things to talk about today, y'all. We got a couple things to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the chat that was on yesterday, man. I appreciate everybody coming through every single night. You know, we bringing the flavor. You know what I'm talking about? Tory Lanez. The first time we spoke about this, I ain't gonna lie. The first time we spoke about this, I ain't gonna lie. I done told y'all I thought he shot Megan. Mind you, evidence came out, said that he didn't shoot Megan. As we find out, not too long after, he gets stabbed. Maybe the day after. 14 times. So now the internet is ablaze. So what I got now is eyewitness account from the one inmate that was there who saw the stabbing. Then we're gonna let Wack 100 tell you because he saw the video. Now you know Wack. Wack knows everything about everybody. That's just how it goes, right? Wack knows everything about everybody. So what we gonna do? We gonna play the situation. All right, we gonna get down to the smoke.
Need another update on Tory Lanez's health condition, and we also have gotten another story on what happened behind that Mexican assaulting Tory Lanez. So make sure you hit that like button. I need a quick 500 likes. But this altercation with Tory Lanez keeps getting crazier and crazier. First, let's talk about Tory Lanez's health update. It's been reported that Tory Lanez is back breathing on his own, and early yesterday he was sent back to prison from the hospital. Crazy, you get poked up 14 times, was in critical condition on breathing machines, and less than a week later, you gotta go right back to prison. Cold game. But I have to give it to Wack 100. He definitely been on Tory Lanez's side the whole time since day one. And on the heels of the security guard revealing that Tory Lanez never had or fired a blower and admitting it was Kelsey, I came across a clip where back in 2023, Wack 100 revealed that it was Kelsey who accidentally popped Megan Thee Stallion the whole time.
Tory Lanez got 10 years.
Justice has been served.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Tory's innocent.
You lied to me, Wack.
Tory's innocent.
He's guilty as the day is long.
Oh, he didn't do that.
He shot that in the foot.
He'd be home in 2 years.
2 years? Oh, that would be a travesty of justice. They're never letting him back in this country.
They gave him 10. 4 of it was a gun.
Now, wait a second. If Wack was saying this a couple years ago, Wack, I'll be real with y'all. Wack seems to know everything about everybody. So when Wack said something, I'm on top of that shit. Like, yo, I think there's some truth behind it, right? He already sized it up. Now, Adam 22 doesn't believe him. Now we're gonna continue watching the clip. You're gonna see who Wack thought it was. All right, Wack already sized up the whole situation from a couple years back. Before we get into that, it's grown folks conversation, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? As adults, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to respect the household. If you got the kids with you, please send them to another room. Make sure they're not hearing what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's grown folk business. You know what I'm talking about? If you have not done it already, hit the subscribe button because we bring the flavor each and every single day.
Enhancement. He gonna beat that gun enhancement on the pill.
Okay, whatever you say.
I leave him with 6.
I'm not a lawyer. I just know.
How?
I mean, you have to really basically involve yourself in a conspiracy theory to say that he's not guilty. Who else shot her? Who do you think shot her?
Kelsey.
Really?
Accidental, straight struggling for the gun, yeah.
You hear that phone call with
That
Tory?
was their gun. They told you they packed it.
The jail phone call where Tory's talking to Kelsey.
He said he was sorry that any of this happened. He's not talking about shooting. He talking about that he even got love triangle.
You listen to that conversation and you tell me that he's not acknowledging
Crazy
it.
because till this day,
That was their gun. They packed it. Wack 100 already called it. He said it was Kelsey. Now, hear what I'm saying. The streets is buzzing saying Rock Nation set him up. Tory didn't make it. Tory's dad, as a matter of fact, did not make it simple when he was outside the courtroom. If y'all ever saw that clip where he's outside the courtroom and he basically, you know, he condemned the whole industry and, you know what I'm saying, Rock Nation, the handlers, for what they done to his son. So you knew there was some kind of inside story that we didn't know about. This was bigger than just the trial. You know what I'm saying? And with all due respect to the partner, why would you want to shoot the broad? This is what I kept thinking to myself. So if it was true, I was like, that don't make no sense. Tory is in prison. You get stabbed up. So now the obviousness now is the new evidence is about to come out. And this could be really bringing down Jay-Z. The daddy already done said that this has something to do with Rock Nation. But we're going to continue because I want you guys to hear firsthand eyewitness account of what happened that day to Tory.
We still have people that truly believe Tory actually popped med. In my opinion, it's pretty obvious that he didn't. Now let's get to this recorded prison phone call where another Mexican claimed to have witnessed the assault on Tory Lanez. He claims that Sanito, the person who poked up Tory Lanez, actually told him he was going to do it before he did it. He gives a pretty detailed version on what he claims is the real story.
Prepaid call from
Ephraim.
an incarcerated individual at the California Correctional Institution, Tehachapi, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
All right, you hear me? So look, this is what really happened, right? So basically, we wake up early in the morning, right? For bloodline down, my door opens, right? And I walk out, and my homie's right there standing there, and he's calling me over, and he's like, "Establish from here." And I'm like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Well, I'm about to get this." And I was like, "Who?" He's like, "Tory." I was like, "For what?" And he's like, "What he's on top." And I already told him, "I don't play like that, bro. I'm gonna get you if you don't talk." So then I was like, "All right, don't trip. I'm right here." So then all of a sudden, that fool's door opens, that fool comes out, and then that fool runs up on him, and that fool starts stabbing that fool. But you can just tell that fool got his lungs punctured because when he was laying on the ground, he's right there yelling, "Help, please, stop, help." And you can just hear him breathing like, you see him coughing up blood and some more. But it's just crazy, all these little stories going around that aren't even true, talking about there's going to be retaliation and some more shit, because if there was retaliation, it would have happened right there, you know what I'm saying? One of the guys said try to hop up, and I told him, bro, you better sit down, bro, because if you hop up and get involved, you all know all the messages are going to jump, and it's going to be bad for you, bro. And you don't owe no money. How does a millionaire owe money in prison? That's, you know what I'm saying? And there was no visits that day, so how is there going to be some visit? I mean, I don't know if that really happened, but I know that day, the homie didn't tell me nothing about this boy talking about, he got in my certificate, none of that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what really happened. You told me I was right there. I'm a poor aunt, but it's just crazy, all the little crazy stories that are going around that aren't even true. But that's really what happened from someone that was right there, being the host and watched it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Tory Lanez got hit 14.
Let that marinate and modulate for a second to come off of this, all right? He said he was cleaning up the blood. He's the porter. There's not going to be no retaliation. Now, I want to time in on what he said, okay? There was a report, I had seen the report, that allegedly Tory was flirting with the man's wife or something like that. This is why he made the reference to saying there was no visits that day. Whether or not it happened, he doesn't know, but that day, that morning, there was no visits. Fine. In terms of, because I was watching the video beforehand. In terms of it being a riot, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really think about it. Tory was in there helping people with their cases. You get what I'm saying? And getting them chances to appeal their cases. You know what I'm saying? I lost my train of thought. So he was definitely in the good graces of the inmates. You know what I'm saying? He was definitely in the good graces of the inmates. So with him being in the good graces of the inmates, I don't really see why it would be a prison riot. It would be a specific problem you got with a specific individual. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the other Mexicans say, yo, listen, bro, you guys better sit down before it becomes a racial war. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think it seems like a setup. It has setup written all over it. To me, it seemed like somebody sent, like my partner would say, this fool, because it seemed like that's what they call everybody, fool. It seemed like they sent a fool to handle a situation. Because how ironic is it that, bro, you gotta let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I could be tripping. How ironic is it that we find out what the driver, the security guard done said, then all of a sudden, you get stabbed up. Because now the shit might be crumbling. Like the dad said, Jay-Z and Rock Nation, you will crumble. So now, even the father said, Jay-Z's playing chess while the rest of us are playing checkers. That quote alone right there should tell you it's a bigger game that's being played. You get what I'm saying? It's a bigger game that's being played. Now, I don't know how Wack, because Wack seems to know everything. I made a video talking about Wack being a snitch. I think if Wack is not the feds, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He's really deep, he's really connected. But let's see what Wack got to say.
Times. And to imagine that Tory Lanez was struggling for air is crazy. His lungs collapsed, so it definitely would have been difficult for Tory Lanez to breathe on his own. I'm not gonna lie, Tory Lanez is definitely lucky he escaped with his life. But Wack 100 claimed he seen the footage, and he said that the Mexican definitely got up on him, and he also said that the dude got a hold of his hoodie, and he kept jabbing at him. And if you know anything about grabbing that hoodie, dude had a lot of control over the situation.
100% ain't had nothing to do with no visit, him talking about wife, none of that. It's crazy because they call out this guy. They say, what? I listen to these people talk about you all the time, and I don't say nothing. He said, but when I heard you flip, talking about, ain't got nothing to do with no video, no visit, no this, and that. Boom, boom, boom. He said, then I heard you say, well, for Tory to get hit 14 times, he must either lay down or he was trapped somewhere. He said, so I called my boy that worked in there. He's CO. I called him. They just called me as a CO. He's in another institution. He said, did I know what he talking about? I said, well, he said the video. He said, we got the video. So the video will come out any day. It's a watermark on the videos. You know, I was trying to get to the one, right? It's going to eventually come out. But he said, grab Tory by his hoodie. Remember, I'm telling y'all this. So when the video hit, they're going to line it up. He grabs Tory's hoodie and start blasting him, hitting him. Boom, 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 boom. He said the only thing saved Tory's life is Tory slid out the hoodie. You don't got your hoodie part, and they pull it.
Yeah, he tried to put his hoodie over his head.
Yeah, they hit me. Tory slid out the hoodie and took off running.
Yep.
Right?
That's probably how he got hit in the face and the head.
So when he took off running, dude was on him. You say dude was on him, dude like 5'10" or something, he said, right? He said dude was on his field trying to hit him. So I'm like, well, took off running in the day room. Now, I ain't never been to Tehachapi. Tehachapi an old prison, so, you know, all the day rooms be different. Like the day room in Soledad is totally different from the day room in Pleasant Valley, a newer prison. Totally different. Day room in Soledad is longer. You got duck off under the staircase. You got the shower that kind of sits in where if the police is in the office, they can't see nothing. So, you know, Tehachapi old prison, so I don't know how their day room is. I ain't been there, but they say Tory took off running when he slid out to sort of had the hoodie part and was using that to kind of keep Tory where he was at, hit him.
See, that's how I got hit in the lungs whenever he was running away.
And then Tory kind of like pulled away and slid out the hoodie. So now dude got the hoodie in his hand, Tory just slid out and it took off running. They say dude was on him hitting him from the sides and the back and all that shit. Police finally responded and that's what that was. So he said, but all that other dude talking about a visit and all this, said this Mexican ain't even been on no visit and the wife and all that's cap. He said, Wack, they listening to you. He said, they like this, like you been to the joint. I can visualize it. I'm like, first of all, I talked to this trying to get home. You're not in there antagonizing their wife.
Nah, that don't sound right, bro.
Well, it makes sense. But they did tell me Tory had to run a couple phases in there. So they did a, little shit. He had to learn the ropes. But other than that, it's like, sure, don't be having no issues. This is why I say somebody sent him. So whenever the video hit, we compare it to what was said on the other side, and we'll see what happens, because it's going to come out. For sure.
So what's up with the whole rumor that he was like a
Wack gave us play-by-play of what happened in the video. One thing I do not do is go against something that Wack 100 says, because 9 times out of 10, Wack is right. You know what I'm saying? He's right. I'm not going to lie. You know what I mean? Wack made his calls, his partners inside. They verified that it's not what the speculation is, talking about visit and this, that, and the third. Because I'm like, what sense would Tory Lanez be in prison and then still trying to highlight somebody else's wife and putting his life and jeopardizing his life? Well, that doesn't make no goddamn sense. You want to do your time and come home in the safest way as possible. You get what I'm saying? You're not home. It's not like he's on Canadian soil. You know what I'm saying? But you're judging by the prison pictures, he's comfortable. You know what I'm saying? He's found his comfort zone in the general population. You know what I'm saying? I think personally, I mean, you know what you guys think in the comment section. I think it was a setup. I think something doesn't add up to me, because if the new evidence is correct, Megan and Kelsey, they was in on it, which means, and Tory said in one of his records that from prison, that his lawyer was playing both sides of the fence. I seen the video on it too. The lawyer was in cahoots with Rock Nation. So his lawyer is in cahoots with Rock Nation. You lose the case. All of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, you find out that, the lawyer was in cahoots. Of course, that's a sucker shit right there. He got suckered. You know what I mean? He got played. You get what I'm saying? But now that everything is coming, it's starting to come to light. Hopefully they could, you know what I'm saying, walk it back, bring the man home, you know what I'm saying, pardon the man, you know what I'm saying, and then we gotta see what happens to Megan, because then Megan and Kelsey are looking at some time. You get what I'm saying? And they gonna be looking at some time. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section on that. I'm gonna be moving right along, you know what I'm saying? Because listen, the big game on tonight, game 7. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all watching the game.
dropout from his game for real?
All that, I mean, we know that from reading his paperwork. That happened in LA County. Yeah, I put his paperwork up last night.
We are following some breaking news this
Okay. I got to touch on something that just happened the other day. Okay? Today's Sunday. I believe it happened Friday. I believe it happened yesterday. If I'm not mistaken, it might have happened yesterday. Antonio Brown. All right. Antonio Brown is crashing out. Shots rang off. Big old fight. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what else to tell you, man. Aiden Ross had a little event, and the shit went hectic. We gonna dissect the situation, y'all. All right? Let's get down to the smoke. You heard?
morning. Former NFL star Antonio Brown says he was detained after a fight in the city of Miami. And we have new video this morning of some of the scuffle that's making the rounds on social media. So take a look at this. This is just into our newsroom this morning. You see here a large group of people, then who is believed to be Brown, running out of the crowd. Then in the video, we have it silenced here because there's a lot of cursing, but you hear two pops.
Now, this is the actual video. I want y'all to watch and pay attention because in the news clip, they didn't let you hear the two pops. I got the actual clip. It's wild. I thought Antonio... Walking.
Yo, JB outside. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
More video shows Brown being detained by police, being walked to a cruiser in handcuffs. All of this allegedly happening at a boxing event last night. The athlete wrote this on X this morning that multiple people tried to steal his jewelry and cause physical harm to him. He says he was temporarily detained and then was released without being arrested.
In 2018, Antonio...
Now, okay, y'all thought for yourself. Now, we're going to watch some other stuff. And then we're gonna see the whole entire clip where it looks like guys were trying to rob him for his jewelry or whatever the case. So as he says, now, for the police to not hold you, then they didn't let them know. You know what I'm saying? When I first saw that's why I had to go find other copies of the shooting. Because when I first saw it, I thought he shot somebody. Because we heard him running saying, bitch ass nigga. So I'm thinking, and one nigga running. So I'm thinking he's following this nigga. And I heard, pop. I thought he shot him. I'm like, oh my God, he lost his mind. Why? All right, so I'm gonna show y'all my top 3. This motherfucker done lost his mind situations. You know what I'm saying? Top 3 crash out situations. Antonio Brown. This man don't think straight. I'm saying y'all know he does not think straight at all. You know what I'm saying?
Brown was involved in a controversial incident in which he allegedly threw furniture, including vases and an ottoman, off the balcony of his 14th-story apartment. The incident occurred in Brown's home state of Florida and narrowly missed hitting a 22-month-old child who was walking around the pool area of the apartment complex with his grandfather at the time. The child's father has filed a lawsuit against Brown for assault and intentional infliction of emotional distress. The sexual assault allegations.
New allegation.
Why are you throwing ottomans off the goddamn balcony? like, bro. This is why motherfuckers be trying to take your jewelry and shit, motherfucker. I'm just saying, like, what possesses you to pick up a whole ottoman, toss off the goddamn balcony and all kind of shit? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't lie to you. Antonio Brown was one hell of a motherfucking football player. Matter of fact, Hall of Fame career, if you ask my personal opinion. To my football fans out there, do you really think he's gonna go and they're gonna let him in the Hall of Fame? They didn't even let what's his name? Shit, I don't remember the goddamn boy's name. Goddamn, I can't remember his name. But they ain't gonna let this motherfucker in the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame and the NFL is a whole different ballgame. You know what I'm saying? Now we gonna get into sexual abuse. So first he's throwing shit off the goddamn balcony. Now we're going to get into this. He settles for sexual abuse type shit.
Overnight against NFL star Antonio Brown.
It looks like Antonio Brown has finally put his legal troubles behind him as he has settled his civil dispute with former trainer Brittany Taylor. Taylor had accused Brown of sexually assaulting her on 3 separate occasions. Antonio Brown's career, posting a nude picture.
I'm confused how somebody can sexually assault you on 3 separate occasions. I mean, he settled, so obviously the evidence is, you know what I mean? She had enough evidence to make the man settle the civil matter. But after it happens the first time, how do you let it happen the second time? All right, cool. It happened the second time. All right, he got, you know what I mean? Cool. You didn't think, he thought maybe, okay, it was a mistake. It happened the second time. How do we get to the third time? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm crazy. But when I hear multiple offenses for the same individual, and you didn't say anything after the first time or the second time, unless you got a 3-strike policy, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it gets worse.
Of Tom Brady's wife. In his ongoing feud with Tom Brady, AB decided to take things to a whole new level by posting a Photoshopped nude pic of Gisele on social media. Yes, you heard that right. Gisele's face was edited onto another woman's naked body, and AB thought it was a good idea to share it on Snapchat. Unfortunately for him, the slide was quickly deleted, but not before screenshots made their way around Twitter. This isn't the first time AB has gone after Brady's ex-wife either. He's posted several times about their divorce, and even photoshopped his own face onto Brady's body with Gisele wrapped around him. All of this comes after Brady called out AB for acting like a young, immature man that is selfish, self-serving.
Why would immature, self-serving, irrational, selfish? I would say all of the above. All of the above. Because why are you going to take a picture of a screenshot his wife naked? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case whatever he did. You know what I'm saying? Photoshop. Why? Why would you? Why? You see, guys like this, it makes me think to myself, man. This is what happens when you give certain individuals a certain amount of money because he was probably already crazy already. Now you add the money to it. You know what I'm saying? It's a nucleus for a disaster. But he's a very talented individual. So it's like, it's very weird to me because at the same time he's immature, he's very disciplined. Because you can't get to that point in the NFL and I have discipline and I have self-control. You know what I'm saying? And the football is a gridiron sport, man. It's a man sport, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's not for the weak of heart. You know what I'm saying? It could be the CTE though. I don't beat that. I don't mean to poke fun. I don't mean to poke fun. But it could be the CTE. You know what I mean? It could be the CTE because wrestlers and shit, them motherfuckers lose their mind. You know what I'm saying? Could be CTE for real.
Irrational and irresponsible.
Back up, Pop! Pop, back up! Who's that? Here. Oh, sorry. Who the fuck is that nigga, bro? Who's who?
So y'all see the whole situation. Big scuffle. Fight breaks out. Gunshots break out. Fortunately for Antonio Brown, though, you know what I'm saying? Fortunately for Antonio Brown, he was not the one that popped the shots off. And hopefully they find the individual that tried to rob him, take his jewelry. You know what I'm saying? The individual who let the shot off. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, what a crash shot, eh? I'm just saying, like, for a guy who had all of it up here, you know what I'm saying? It's you just to crash out like that. It doesn't make sense. It's not normal. It's not normal behavior. You know what I'm saying? It's really not. It's not normal behavior because it's irrational. You know what I'm saying? We got comment in the chat. Shout out to the, you know what I'm saying, Lady T, you know what I'm saying, in the chat. So that's a good point, man. CTE could very well be the reason for his incidents. Yeah, that's fact. I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying? Has anyone ever thought about getting him checked? That's a good point because his behavior, he might need help. We could all laugh and poke jokes and whatever the case might be, but the brother might need some psychological help because the way he's acting is not normal. Do you remember in the middle? When do you know in the middle of a football game somebody takes off their shit, runs off topless, and he's gone? I quit. I retired. I'm out. What the heck is going on? You hear what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you play with Tom Brady. You just won a Super Bowl. You're making some money. And Brady's the one. Brady's the reason why you even got back into the league. I don't know. Somebody, that's a very good comment right there, and I really do think that somebody should get his brother some help. You know what I'm saying? Before I check out, because I know some of y'all in Toronto, some of y'all in Florida, my good folks down south, they're probably watching the game right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the score. I don't know the score. But I am gonna say this, man. If Tory Lanez, if the new evidence is true. I'm saying the new evidence. If it's true, and what the security guard is saying is true, and Tory comes home, Megan, Kelsey, the Rock Nation, all of them are going to have to ask questions to answer. And this might be the crumbling, because I'm not going to lie to you, since 2024, from when Cat Williams called it, it's been one thing after the other, after the other, after the other. It's been a domino effect. The higher-ups are coming down. You know what I'm saying? London Bridge is falling down. That's what they said. The bridge is collapsing right now for some of these high moguls in these high-ranking official type scenario situations that they call themselves in. I don't know what they want to call themselves. Entrepreneurs. They want to call themselves Masons, whatever they want to call themselves. I don't know. You understand? I don't want to do conspiracy theory, but I do believe that there is, you know, there must be a secret society of some sorts. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because it just doesn't make sense to me. And I think that the Rock Nation and Jay-Z, you're a billionaire. There's a lot of stories. I don't want to get into conspiracy theories, but a lot of stories and things that Jay-Z done made happen. And so very quite simply be like he could make you get touched in prison. I believe it. I don't know. You got to let me know what you guys believe. what you think, but we gonna keep up to date with this situation as it constantly is evolving. You know what I'm saying? It's always new information coming up. We got a new week in the Puffy case coming up. Tomorrow we gonna be on top of that. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow we're gonna be on top of the Puffy case, trial of the goddamn century, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And as always, matter of fact, before I leave, I appreciate everybody checking in, man. Shout out to Lady T in the chat. You know what I'm saying? One of the realest ones in the channel. One of the day ones. Shout out to all my day ones in the channel. You know what I'm saying? We only 9 more subscribers away to 1,600. You know what I'm talking about? Only been about, we ain't been 30 days yet, you know what I mean? So I appreciate all the new supporters and all the new love, man. One day at a time, to the sunshine. Whatever you're doing, do it well, and make sure that you keep grinding. You know what I'm talking about? And as always, let me know what country, what state, what province, what street corner, what penthouse in the sky you're checking in from, because we worldwide, baby, and it's nothing but love.